Each year we select a one-book Marietta. The book that we have today, we do have a limited number on sale, but this is called The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. It's by William Kamkwamba, and it's the moving tale of one boy's struggle to create a better life. It's an amazing story, a journey that offers hope for the lives of others. William had a goal to study science in one of Malawi's top boarding schools. But in 2002, his country was stricken with famine that left his family's farm devastated and William out of school. Yet William refused to let go of his dreams. With nothing more than a fistful of cornmeal in his stomach, a small pile of once-forgotten science textbooks, and an armory of curiosity and determination, he embarked on a daring plan to bring his family a set of luxuries that most Malawians could not afford: electricity. The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind is a remarkable, true story about human innovation, creativity, and its power to overcome crippling adversity. It will inspire anyone that doubts the power of one individual's ability to change his community and the better the lives around him. Now, there's also a student version of our one book, and that is going to be provided to every classroom in our elementary schools. That's what Marietta Reads can do. We do have some copies of the books for you if you would like to buy them. They're over at the ticket station near the gazebo where you came in. I do want you to know that this book also supports our very, very deep interest in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You have to be literate in a lot of ways to be successful in this world. I'm going to turn this over to Jill Sims. She is the Executive Director for Curriculum and Instruction. And thank you and happy reading.
Thank you, Dr. Lindbeck. And thank you all for being here today. We have our next group about to perform. And that group, we're so excited. It relates directly to our one book. You're in for a special treat. Please make sure you're right here to see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd now like to welcome to the stage our group from the Marietta 6th Grade Academy and their sponsor, Ms. Holly Smith.
Thank you. Thank you. So as was just announced, that our book is A Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, and so this summer I attended a conference for IB teachers, and I said Marietta Reads' theme is invention, and I don't really know what to do. And so a teacher from Malawi, where the young man in A Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, her name is Ken Schooley. She suggested us pantomiming the book, A Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. Little did I know that that book would then be chosen as the book for Marietta Reads. So today we are very honored because two students from that school in Malawi, the Bishop Mackenzie International School and IB World School, are reading aloud the book today as we perform. Now obviously they couldn't be here, but they recorded their audio and they sent it over, and we're filming this today so that we can send it back to them, kind of like a modern day pen pal. So when you hear the book, A Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, being read, you are hearing Warren Banda and Theodora Kofi, and they are students from Bishop Mackenzie International School, and they were directed by their teacher, Kim Schooley. So we're very honored to have them reading for us. And so without further ado, for their debut performance, this year's crew of the Marietta 6th Grade Academy actors, give it up for them. What did you say?
We're going to be walking across. Bella! That's all the parts we have. Bella! Okay, hey, you got to start somewhere. I'm excited.
Yeah. Pictures by Elizabeth Sun.
Read today by
Warren Banda
and Theodora Coffey. In a small village in Malawi, where people had no money for lights, nightfall came quickly and hurried poor farmers to bed.
But for William, the darkness was best for dreaming.
He dreamed of building things and taking them apart, like the trucks with bottle cap wheels parked under his bed, and pieces of radios that he'd crack open and wonder, if I can hear the music, then where's the band?
His grandpa's tales of magic also whispered in the pitch black of his room. Witch plays passed through the window, while ghost dancers crawled around the room, as if 100 men were inside their bodies.
At dawn in the fields, William scanned the mazes for magical beings, then wondered as the truck rumbled past, how does its engine make it go?
Pay attention where you throw that hoe, his father shouted. You cut off your foot.
For all its power over dancers and flying things, magic could not bring the rain. Without water, the sun rose angry each morning and scorched the fields, turning the maize into dust. Without food, Malawi began to starve.
Soon, William's father gathered the children and said, from now on, we eat only one meal per day. Make it last. In the evenings, they sat around the lantern and ate their handful, watching hungry people pass like spirits along the road.
Money also disappeared with the rain.
Pepani, his father said, I am sorry you will have to drop out of school.
Now, William stood on the road and watched the lucky students pass, alone with a monster in his belly and the lump in his throat. For weeks he sulked under the mango tree, until he remembered the library down the road, a gift from the Americans.
He found science books filled with brilliant pictures. With his English dictionary close by, William put together how engines moved those big trucks and how radios pulled their music from the sky. But the greatest picture of all was a machine, taller than the tallest tree, with blades like a fan.
A giant pinwheel? Something to catch magic?
Slowly, he built the sentence, windmills can produce electricity and pump water.
He closed his eyes and saw a windmill outside his home, pulling electricity from the breeze and bringing light to the dark valley.
He saw the machine drawing cool water from the ground, sending it gushing through the thirsty fields, turning the maize tall and green, even when farmers' prayers for rain went unanswered.
The windmill was more than a machine. It was a weapon to fight hunger. Agetian Pebble, he whispered, I will build electric wind.
In the junkyard, pieces appeared like rusted treasures in the tall grass. A tractor fan, some pipe, and bearings and bolts that required every muscle to remove. Tonga! He'd shout to the birds and spiders holding up his prize.
But as William dragged his metals home, people called out, this boy is Misala. Only crazy people play with trash.
After many weeks, William arranged his pieces in the dirt. A broken bicycle, rusted bottle caps, and plastic pipe. Even a small generator that powered a headlight on a bike.
For 3 days, he bolted, banged, and tinkered, while chickens squawked and dogs barked, and neighbors shook their heads saying, what's Misala doing now?
His cousin Geoffrey and best friend Gilbert soon appeared. Mulibwanji, they greeted. Can we help with electric wind?
Grab your pangas and follow me, he said, and took them into the forest. Together they swung their sharp blades into the trunks of blue gum trees, then hammered them together to make the tower.
Standing atop, William shouted, bring it up, while the boys tugged and heaved. A crowd gathered below and gazed at this strange machine that now leaned and wobbled like a clumsy giraffe. Some giggled, others teased, but William waited for the wind.
Like always it came, first a breeze, Then a gusting gale. The tower swayed, and the blades spun around.
With sore hands once slowed by hunger and darkness, William connected wires to a small bulb, which flickered at first, then surged as bright as the sun.
Tonga, he shouted, I have made electric wind.
Wakirabuino, a man yelled. Well done. As the doubters clapped and cheered, William knew he had just begun.
Light could not fill empty bellies, but another windmill could soak the dry ground, creating food where once there was none.
My Getian pebble, electric wind can feed my country, William thought. And that was the strongest magic of all.